Nestled at the northern tip of the Adriatic Sea lies a land so enchanting and diverse, it seems as though it has leapt from the pages of a fairy tale. This is the Istra Peninsula in Croatia, a place where history, culture, and natural beauty intertwine to create a tapestry of experiences that captivate the senses and nourish the soul. As one embarks on a journey through Istra, they are greeted by a landscape that changes its hues and textures with every twist and turn of its winding roads. The Istra Peninsula, often referred to as the heart-shaped piece of heaven, boasts a coastline that sparkles under the sun, with waters that shift from crystal-clear blues to deep, mesmerizing greens. Inland, the terrain rises and falls with hills adorned with medieval towns, vineyards, and olive groves, each telling a story of a rich past and a vibrant present. The air, filled with the scent of the sea and the earth, invites travelers to delve deeper into the mysteries and wonders that Istra holds. Istra is a beacon of tourism, welcoming millions of visitors worldwide who are eager to experience its unique charm. The allure of summer holidays in Istra is enchanting. A siren's call whispering promises of azure waters, sparkling sunshine, pine fragrance and cicada song, and an invigorating blend of culture and history. It's an idyllic paradise where one can lose track of time as days melt into a warm, sun-kissed blur marked by the rhythm of the waves lapping against the coast. The coastal area only constitutes a minor portion of the peninsula. Istra, alternatively termed as Istria, is a substantial peninsula positioned on Croatia's northern Adriatic coast. The interplay of sea and land, coupled with the unique geological features of the peninsula, has created a microcosm of natural wonders. From the lush forests that cloak the interior to the serene beaches that line its coast, Istra's geography is a playground for adventurers and a muse for poets. The geography of the Istra Peninsula is a marvel of nature's artistry, with a landscape that serves as a canvas for the most vivid and diverse palettes. The peninsula is defined by its trinity of colors: white, gray, and red Istra, each representing a different geological facet of this remarkable region. The white Istra, found in the northern parts, dazzles with its limestone cast, giving rise to the rugged terrains of the 𝐵𝐾𝐒 and 𝐶𝐻𝐿 mountains. Grey Istra, dominating the central region, is characterized by its fertile clay soils, numerous streams and waterfalls, nurturing vineyards that produce some of Croatia's finest wines. Red Istra, with its red soil, blankets the south, offering ground for diverse agricultural pursuits. Not as fertile as Grey Istra, it is characterized by olive groves, vineyards, figs, typical Mediterranean landscape. Perhaps the most captivating part of Istra's summer appeal lies in its spectacular coast, which stretches over 540 kilometers. While the eastern coast is steep and sparsely populated, the western coast is mostly flat, easily accessible, and densely inhabited. The coastal stretch of Istria is primarily characterized by its rocky terrain, a result of dominating limestone that extends throughout the eastern Adriatic seaboard. These rocks originated in a warm tropical sea somewhere in the south before tectonic forces propelled them to their current location. Dinosaurs once walked here, leaving their tracks etched upon the very earth, a chronicle of prehistoric giants that once roamed its landscape. The dinosaur footprints of Istra are a remarkable window into the distant past, an enigmatic record left behind by the colossal creatures that dominated our planet millions of years ago. These footprints, hidden away in the rocky shores and nestled within the lush Istra countryside, whisper tales of a time when dinosaurs were the uncontested sovereigns of the land. Despite being inhabited since antiquity, nature still reigns in some places on the Istrian coast. The Briuni Islands are a haven of serene beauty. This cluster of 14 islands has long been a symbol of elegance and luxury, attracting discerning travelers from all corners of the world. Like a splash of verdant green amidst the crystal clear turquoise waters, the Briuni Islands are a perfect blend of natural beauty and rich history. The Briuni Islands are a vibrant tapestry of thriving oak and pine woods, lush grasslands, dense marquee shrubbery, rugged coastlines, and even slightly saline marshes. The surrounding seas teem with a wealth of marine life. With its mild Mediterranean climate, Briuni Islands provide a sanctuary for a rich variety of flora and fauna. The islands are home to more than 600 indigenous plant species and over 250 bird species, making them a paradise for nature lovers and bird watchers. The sight of deer roaming unencumbered is a regular spectacle here. During autumn, the islands echo with the distinct sound of stags, offering a thrilling experience for wildlife enthusiasts. Briuni not only provides shelter to indigenous species but also to exotic ones housed in safari park. From free-roaming zebras, peacocks and llamas to an enchanting bird sanctuary, every corner of the safari park Briuni is filled with delightful surprises. Beyond their beauty and historical significance, the Briuni Islands also testify to Croatia's conservation commitment. The entire archipelago has been declared a national park, preserving its unique ecosystems and historical sites. Visitors to the park can enjoy a range of activities, from hiking and biking to golfing on one of the oldest golf courses in Europe. 𝐂�𝐒, on the southern tip of the Istrian peninsula near Pula city, is one of the wildest parts of the Istrian coast. This thin piece of land protrudes into the sea with numerous coves. The untouched beauty of its rugged coastline, lapped by the crystal clear waters of the Adriatic Sea, is a spectacle that leaves visitors spellbound. This pristine paradise is a haven for nature lovers. From diving into its azure waters, basking in the summer sun on its rocky beaches, to exploring its lush nature reserves. Its vast expanse of unspoiled landscapes is home to diverse flora and fauna. Nearly 36 varieties of orchids, including 2 unique to the region, are the highlights of this nature reserve, especially during spring. This season transforms 𝐵𝐿 into a vibrant garden teeming with these blooming orchids and buzzing insects. Interestingly, orchids mimic the form of bees and bumblebees through their floral structure, luring and tricking actual flying insects into aiding their pollination. Aromatic herbs and hundreds of bird species find their sanctuary here. Numerous small meadows are pastures for Boskaran or Istrian cattle, a dairy cattle breed originating from Istria. The breed had almost wholly disappeared, but thanks to the traditional farmers, it was saved, and today, a part of the population is in 𝐵𝐿. During summer, 𝐂𝐿 transforms into a lively hotspot attracting tourists. They mainly flock to small pebble beaches or along the long stretches of rock coast. Like a massive scar in the picturesque landscape of Istrian coast, the Lim Channel beckons travelers with its stunning beauty. This fjord-like channel, serpentine in shape, is a sanctuary of tranquility and pristine nature. Glistening under the Mediterranean sun, it stretches over 10 kilometers into the heart of Istra. The mainland coastline predominantly consists of a sequence of ancient towns and hotels, intermittently interspersed with small fields and untouched, lush forests. The coast is dotted with lovely beaches that range from rocky, pebbly to sandy, secluded to bustling. Each beach offers a distinct experience, yet all are united by the crystal clear waters of the Adriatic that shimmer under the summer sun. For thrill seekers, there's windsurfing and diving. Rocky beaches, often in the shade of pines or oaks, are the perfect choice for those who favor natural settings. The turquoise waters contrast sharply with the dark rocks, creating a striking visual spectacle. These spots, often accessible only by narrow paths, offer privacy and a sense of adventure as visitors traverse the terrain to reach these hidden coves. However, it's important to note that not all beaches are untamed. 𝐂𝐍𝐉𝐻𝐾 near Roven town is a verdant forest park, with its serene walking trails and hidden coves, inviting you to lose yourself in its tranquil beauty. The sandy beaches of Istra provide a different experience. These stretches are more accessible and often equipped with amenities such as sun lounges, parasols, and beach bars. The gentle slope of the sand into the sea makes these beaches ideal for families, where children can safely play at the water's edge under the watchful eyes of their parents. 𝐵𝐻𝐴 Beach in Medellin is a must-visit for families in Medellin town. Stretching over a kilometer, this is one of the rare sandy beaches in Istra. The shallow waters extend far from the shore, providing a safe environment for children to splash around, while the soft sand is perfect for building castles or simply basking in the sun. Between these two extremes lie the pebble beaches, a common sight along the Istra coastline. These beaches strike a balance, offering the natural beauty of the rugged cliffs with the accessibility and comfort of the sandy shores. The pebbles, smoothed by the sea, create a unique texture underfoot, adding to the tactile experience of a day at the beach. Each Istrian town has its own beach, with amenities such as restaurants, cafes, ice cream and others. Large hotels outside the cities have their own beaches, which, in addition to greenery and nature, also offer additional facilities such as children's pools. Tucked away in the northernmost region of Istra lies the enchanting Subtitles beach. A favorite among locals and tourists alike, this beach is the perfect amalgamation of crystal clear waters and a picturesque landscape that seems as if it has been plucked straight out of a fairy tale. But what sets Subtitles beach apart is its quaint charm and distinctive attributes. The hanging boats and the iconic lighthouse that stand as silent yet eloquent testimonials of its maritime heritage. The hanging boats of Subtitles beach are a sight to behold. Suspended in the air, they sway gently with the rhythm of the wind. These boats are not just mere decorations. They are symbols of tradition, echoing the tales of the local fishermen who have braved the seas for generations. Local fishermen will hang their boats on wooden poles to save them from the wind and tides. And then there's the lighthouse, an integral part of Subtitles' charm. The oldest in Croatia and the tallest on the Adriatic coast, this lighthouse is more than just a beacon for lost sailors. It stands tall and proud, a silent guardian watching over Istria's coastline. Its whitewashed walls and towering structure set against the cerulean sky offer a sight that is nothing short of awe-inspiring. The endless summer days invite you to explore its rich history directly across some beaches. Trace back the steps of the Romans and Byzantines, or simply lose yourself in the quaint cobblestone streets of its medieval towns. The tapestry of Istra is woven with threads of history and culture that date back to ancient times. The peninsula has been a crossroads of civilizations, each leaving its mark on the land and its people. Istra is a land of ancient towns and villages. The cobbled streets, centuries-old churches, and stone houses are relics of a time when these towns were fortified bastions or thriving market centers. Today, they are living museums, offering a glimpse into the lives of those who walked their paths before, and continuing to nurture the traditions and customs that are indelible in Istra's identity. Istra's proximity to the Roman Empire left a lasting imprint. The Romans discovered fertile terrains, profitable trade opportunities here, and a pleasant lifestyle. The Briuni Islands hold more than just natural treasures. They're also rich in history. Today, these islands, declared national parks, are a testament to an enriched historical narrative. The Villa Rustica in 𝐵𝐻𝐿 Bay served as a luxurious summer retreat for Roman patricians, featuring temples, spas and commercial buildings for producing olive oil and other commodities. In Pula, the past comes alive in the form of one of the best preserved Roman amphitheaters in the world, the Pula Arena. This ancient city, once a significant outpost of the Roman Empire, teems with historical sites that transport visitors back in time. The Pula Forum has served as the main town square since the establishment of the Roman colony Pola. Its current look has significantly evolved, with only the Temple of Augustus remaining as a testament to its ancient origins. The amphitheater, temples, and arches stand as monuments to human ingenuity and the enduring legacy of Roman architecture and urban planning. Pula's vibrant history is a gateway to understanding the broader historical and cultural narratives that have shaped Istra. Pula continues to thrive upon its ancient Roman base, enhanced over the years through continuous habitation. It transforms into a lively hub during the summer, attracting visitors eager to explore its blend of antiquity and contemporary charm. This is evidenced in the ancient architecture and the vibrant pulse of Istrian life that beats through Pula's streets. Indeed, Pula's brief history is a microcosm of Croatia's own storied past, offering a glimpse into the complex tapestry of European history. Castrum on the Briuni Island exemplifies the entire history of Istra. Archaeological remnants indicate that this place has been ruled by various civilizations, including Romans, Goths, Byzantines, Franks, and eventually Venice. Its walls, now crumbled with the passage of centuries, still radiate a majestic aura, telling stories of bygone eras when they stood tall against invaders and sheltered the inhabitants within. The Byzantine and early Christian era of Istra finds its most profound expression at the Euphrasian Basilica in Poreč, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This remarkable complex, adorned with stunning mosaics and architectural elements, bears witness to the enduring power of religious art and architecture and the Byzantine influence on the region. The basilica, along with other sacred sites, continues to be a place of worship and pilgrimage, forging a continuum of faith and tradition that connects the present with the past. Following the reign of the Roman and Byzantine emperors, Croatians invaded and settled in Istra. They initially utilized the glagolitic script, which remains evident in numerous stone inscriptions today. Glagolitic Alley in central Istra commemorates 11 outdoor monuments scattered along the road between villages. However, Croatians did not govern Istra, and over the centuries, the peninsula was under Venetian and Austro-Hungarian rule. Each of these powers left their mark on the architectural and cultural legacy that characterizes the peninsula today. Once again, Briuni serves as a remarkable historical exhibit. Its significance was already dwindling when Venice took control in 1331, and the ensuing 500 years only saw a further decline. The population was forced to relocate due to plagues, malaria, wars, theft and exploitation, leaving Briuni nearly deserted by the end of the 17th century. This was the state of affairs when Paul Kupelwieser first arrived on the island at the tail end of the 19th century. The Austrian business tycoon had amassed his wealth in the iron and steel sector. But in his later years, he decided to transform a forsaken island into a high-end hotel and spa resort featuring golf courses. Within a mere 15 years, an exclusive summer retreat and health spa boasting 5 hotels and 32 villas emerged, drawing in Europe's and the world's elite. Familiar names such as Thomas Mann and James Joyce, Franz Ferdinand, German Emperor Wilhelm II are some notable figures from that era. Post-World War I, Italy assumed control of the island, but it never regained its previous grandeur. After World War II, Tito made the islands his personal retreat, inviting world leaders and film stars, thus weaving a thread of political significance into Briuni's historical fabric. His passion for zoology also led to the establishment of a safari park that remains a unique attraction to this day. These days, Briuni is a hot spot for tourists who can venture alone or partake in organized tours, either on foot, cycling, sightseeing trains, or by small electric automobiles. Accommodations are available at the local hotel, reminiscent of the luxury the wealthy and nobility once enjoyed. There's even the option to play golf amidst deer and peacocks on the greens. While the strongest nations shape their narratives of dominance only to fade from the global scene, a separate tale unfolded in Istria. This story belongs to the Istrians. Istria boasts its unique cultural persona, with its inhabitants traditionally relying on the sea, land and commerce for survival. Life was perpetually challenging, a relentless battle to endure. The Dance of the Dead painting, an artistic marvel, in 𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐿 Church vividly depicts this arduous existence. 𝐶𝐎 stone structures, built like simpler dry stone walls, epitomize the rural landscape of Istra. A 𝐶𝐎 is a traditional Istrian dry stone shelter used by peasants and shepherds, usually built in areas where stones had to be cleared to make the land suitable for cultivation. The golden era of these structures was in the 18th and 19th centuries, driven by a population boom that increased the need for olive groves, vineyards, and sheep grazing. 𝐶𝐎 exemplifies architecture without architects, characterized by the exclusive use of a single material for the entire structure, minimal structural components, a corbelled conical stone dome known as a false or pseudo-dome, and a swift, economical construction process. Today, 𝐶𝐎 is a unique symbol of Vodnjan near Pula, cherished with pride by the local community and serving as a continuous source of inspiration. With the fall of the Roman Empire, numerous migrants arrived, bringing instability, while the older, Romanized inhabitants sought refuge in former villas, fortresses, or churches along the coast and in the hills. This is how Roven was established and eventually evolved into one of the most significant towns in Istria. All towns and villages of the Istrian coast reflect the past and are as diverse as the landscape itself. Roven town is a beguiling tapestry of cultural heritage and natural splendor, a place where Croatian charm whispers through cobblestone streets and echoes across the Adriatic Sea. Roven town stands as Istrian's most picturesque jewel, serenading visitors with its enchanting beauty. As you wander through the labyrinthine alleys of Roven town, pastel-colored buildings vie for your attention, their facades weathered by time and salt-laden breezes, their windows adorned with shutters painted in hues of azure and ochre. The town radiates an almost Venetian atmosphere, bearing witness to its historical ties with La Serenissima. With every step on the polished limestone paths, you are drawn deeper into the embrace of Roven's old-world allure. Once upon a time, an islet housing a fort was linked to the mainland via a stone bridge. This tiny islet has since evolved into a bustling small town, with the emergence of buildings as high as 4 stories becoming a common sight. As years passed, the locals filled up the channels separating the islets, leading to the town's expansion onto the mainland. Climbing towards the church of St. Euphemia on the top of the old town, the view unfurls spectacularly. A panoramic vista of Istria's coastline stretches out, punctuated by islands that float on the horizon like emerald gems in a sapphire sea. The church's bell tower, a sentinel watching over Roven town, provides an ideal vantage point to soak in the breathtaking scenery that has inspired artists and poets for centuries. In Roven town, life moves to the rhythm of the sea. Fishermen haul in their catch in the early hours, their boats bobbing gently in the harbor as gulls cry overhead, heralding a new dawn. The air is filled with the scent of fresh seafood grilled in cozy taverns, where locals and visitors alike indulge in sumptuous dishes that are a testament to Istria's gastronomic delights. Truffles, olive oil, and wine, the holy trinity of Istrian cuisine, are revered here with a passion that borders on religious fervor. As the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky with strokes of crimson and gold, Roven town settles into a tranquil repose. The cobblestones now shimmer under the warm glow of street lamps, and music wafts from hidden courtyards where laughter and conversation blend seamlessly into the night. Not far from Roven is Porridge town, another a gem that sparkles with the serene beauty of Croatia's Adriatic shore. This ancient Roman settlement, now a bustling tourism hub, invites wanderers from all corners of the globe to walk its cobbled streets and breathe in the salty whispers of history and modernity entwined. Porridge resonates with the harmonious clink of cafe cups and the soft hum of local dialects, spilling tales as old as time onto the sun-dappled piazzas. As you meander through the narrow alleyways of Porridge town, you can't help but be enchanted by its blend of past and present. The town is a tapestry woven with threads of bygone epochs, from ancient to baroque, stitched together with the vibrant culture of today's Istra. The centerpiece, undoubtedly, is the Euphrasia Basilica. But Porridge is not just a haunt for history enthusiasts. The town's embrace extends to the sun-seekers and sea lovers who are drawn to its pristine beaches and translucent waters that surround the town. The pebbly shores are a mosaic of sunbathers, families and adventurers launching into water sports that set the heart racing. Just as in Roven and other Istrian coastal towns, 𝐵𝐿 in the evening undergoes a magical transformation. The golden hues of sunset bathe the old stone buildings in a warm glow, romance fills the air, and the town's promenade becomes a picturesque backdrop for leisurely walks. 𝐵𝐿 is one of the centers of the tourism on the Adriatic coast, not only in Istra, but in entire Croatia. With traditional hotels in the town, the coast around 𝐵𝐿 has several modern hotels with many amenities. 𝐵𝐈𝐃 also skillfully blends the old with the new. Initially nestled on a tiny peninsula skirting the ocean, this petite town has gradually expanded onto the mainland. Surrounding it are several contemporary tourist destinations, with Stella Maris holding a unique position. The jewel in the crown of this modern era is the International Tennis Center, home to the annual Croatia Open ATP tournament. Novigrad occupies a small island that was linked to the mainland merely 3 centuries ago. Despite its Croatian name, which translates to New Town, its history traces back to ancient times when it was a Greek colony. The Romans named it Annona, and Byzantium bestowed the present-day name Civitas Nova, Novigrad. Novigrad, Roven, 𝐵𝐿, and all the seaside towns of Istria are bustling with visitors during the summer season. The shoreline constitutes merely a diminutive fraction of the peninsula. Traditionally, the interior region has been a pastoral, agrarian landscape. This is the grey Istra, named after the grey sedimentary soil known as flysch. This soil is visible on the surface in certain areas, typically along the hillsides. Near Oprental, flysch forms entire dunes resembling a grey desert. Commonly referred to as the 𝐵𝐿 Desert, this area spans 10 hectares and has an otherworldly appearance. While central and northern Istria also feature landscapes shaped by fine-grained sedimentary rocks, only in 𝐵𝐿 will you encounter such a unique expanse of these formations over a large area. Nevertheless, the majority of grey Istra is blanketed in lush greenery and farmland. The flysch soil is incredibly fertile, making this region a significant agricultural hub, particularly in its expansive flat valleys. Corn, wheat, and various vegetables thrive, adding to the Mediterranean staples such as olives and vineyards. Istria catered to the daily requirements of its dwellers, who reciprocated with love, dedication and sweat-soaked toil. The initial focus was on tilling the fields and stocking the pens with livestock. The hillsides, upon which rain frequently eroded the soil, were eventually restrained by the construction of dry stone walls. These walls gave birth to distinct step terraces that have become symbolic of this age. Finally, it was time for the buildings to take shape. History's turbulent tides often crashed upon Istria's shores, compelling it to adopt a defensive stance reflected in its unique architectural features. A series of fortified towns and strongholds sprang up, each linked to the valley and the broader world through winding serpentine trails. These fortifications, always perched atop hills overseeing their surroundings, silently witnessing field activities, approaching storms, travelers on the road, and potential invader forces. Once served military purposes, today, they stand as romantic testimonials of a past era. The buildings in these settlements were clustered together, crowning the hilltops like a diadem. Bell towers were a constant feature, soaring high above the landscape. They served multiple roles, signaling meal times, summoning congregations for mass, and acting as early warning systems against unwelcome arrivals. Although hemmed within stony walls, these settlements throbbed with life's vibrancy and echoed with a spirit of resilience. The hilltop towns of Istra are jewels in the crown of the peninsula's cultural and historical heritage. 𝐓𝐘𝐒, Motovun, Hum and others, each unique in its charm and story, stand as beacons of the past, offering panoramic vistas of the Istra landscape. The hilltop towns of Istra are microcosms of the peninsula's broader narrative, embodying its history, culture, and enduring allure. Hum town could easily be mistaken for a scene straight out of a fairy tale. This isn't just any town. It is celebrated as the smallest town not just in Istra, but in the world, a title that adds to its unique charm and allure. Walking into Hum feels like stepping back in time, where the modern hustle fades into the tranquil whispers of history. The cobbled streets, ancient stone houses, and the imposing church bells speak volumes of a past that is preserved with pride. What makes Hum truly remarkable is not just its size but the sense of community that thrives within its walls. It's a place where everyone knows each other by name, and the doors are always open. This smallest town boasts a heart as grand as any major city, with a spirit that celebrates life's simple pleasures, good food, fine wine, and great company. Every corner of Hum reveals a story, be it through the meticulously carved glagolitic inscriptions or the laughter echoing from the local tavern. It's a town that invites you to slow down, savor each moment, and cherish the beauty of being in a place that feels untouched by time. 𝐓𝐽𝐻 is another hilltop town that beckons like a page from a fairy tale. 𝐓𝐻𝐿, an artist's haven, is a tapestry of cobblestone streets, ancient stone houses, and blooming bougainvillea that paints the town in a riot of colors. As you meander through its labyrinthine alleyways, the echoes of history whisper from every corner, telling tales of Venetian rule and medieval grandeur. The town's elevation offers sweeping vistas of the valleys, where the emerald green landscape stretches as far as the eye can see, dotted with olive groves and vineyards. 𝐓𝐽𝐻 is not just a feast for the eyes but a symphony for the soul. Thanks to the town's renowned summer music school and numerous festivals, the air is often filled with the harmonies of classical music. Art galleries and studios abound, showcasing the creative spirit that thrives within these ancient walls. Each turn reveals another hidden gem, a quaint cafe, a charming boutique, or an inviting wine cellar offering tastes of Istra's finest vintages. In 𝐓𝐽𝐻, time seems to stand still. The blend of artistic vibrancy and historical depth creates a tranquil and inspiring atmosphere. It is a place where the past and present harmoniously coexist, inviting visitors to slow down, savor the moment, and lose themselves in its timeless beauty. Perched majestically atop a verdant hill above the Mirna River valley, Motovun is the most well-known Istrian hilltop town. The moment you set foot in Motovun, you are transported to a bygone era where time seems to have stood still. The rich history of this town is palpable, with every stone and building whispering tales of yore. From its origins as a medieval stronghold to its evolution as a center of culture and trade, Motovun's history is as captivating as its picturesque vistas. Wandering through Motovun's labyrinthine alleys, one cannot help but marvel at the well-preserved landmarks that dot the town. The imposing town walls, built during the 13th century, stand as a sentinel over the rolling hills of Istra, offering panoramic views that are simply breathtaking. These fortifications are not merely relics of the past. They are living monuments that have witnessed the ebb and flow of history. Walking along these ancient ramparts, you can almost hear the echoes of battles fought and victories won. The heart of Motovun is dominated by St. Stephen's Church, a stunning example of Baroque architecture that has stood the test of time. But Motovun is not just about its history and landmarks, it is also about the vibrant community that breathes life into this ancient settlement. The local restaurants and cafes are a feast for the senses, offering an array of Istrian delicacies such as truffles, olive oil, and fine wines. Every summer, Motovun transforms into a hub of artistic activity with its renowned film festival. Encompassing Motovun lies an expansive valley carved by the Mirna River, densely cloaked in a thick forest. This forest is home to towering trees of the pedunculate oak, a species more typical of Croatia's inland regions. In this moist Istrian lowland, oaks have found ideal conditions to thrive. Today, the forest is protected as a reserve, though it has a history of extensive exploitation. The Austro-Hungarian Navy once harvested these trees to construct ships, and during French rule, as much as a quarter of it was felled. Presently, any activities within the forest are restricted, with truffle gathering being the only exception due to their abundance in the Motovun woods. The ancient hilltop towns emerge from the verdant scenery of grey Istra. This area is rich in greenery and features numerous small rivers, springs, and waterfalls. In a region where water often vanishes into the porous limestone typical of karst geology, it remarkably stays above ground. The waterfalls of Istra, hidden gems within the lush forests, provide a spectacle of nature's power and grace. The sound of cascading water, the cool mist in the air, and the verdant surroundings create a sanctuary of peace and beauty. The Sopot waterfall is a hidden gem that whispers tales of nature's timeless elegance. Like liquid crystal, the gentle cascade of waters flows gracefully beneath an ancient bridge that seems to be plucked straight out of a fairy tale. This bridge, worn yet resilient, arches over the Sopot waterfall, offering a picturesque vantage point for those who seek solace in nature's embrace. Beneath the bridge, water plummets in a deep canyon, forming a small flowing lake. Another waterfall with the same name but near the old 𝐵𝐵𝐻𝑒 town, enveloped by lush greenery and the serene sounds of nature, offers an idyllic escape. The waterfall plunges through the rocky hole down the giant rocky cliff, crashing into moss-covered rocks. The journey to bottom of the waterfall is an adventure in itself, with winding trails that meander through lush forests and offer glimpses of Istra's enchanting landscape. 𝐵𝐵𝐻𝑒 is renowned for its waterfalls, with the Seven Waterfall Trail linking a series of stunning cascades. This mesmerizing trail winds through lush forests and rugged canyons, revealing an enchanting series of 7 magnificent waterfalls. Each waterfall has its own unique character, from cascading curtains of water that shimmer in the dappled sunlight, to thunderous torrents that carve their way through ancient rock formations. The trail is well marked and accessible, making it suitable for both seasoned adventurers and casual walkers eager to immerse themselves in nature's splendor. 𝐂𝐍𝐉𝐻𝐾 village is a central part of Seven Waterfalls Trail. Tucked away amidst Istra's verdant rural countryside, 𝐂𝐍𝐉𝐻𝐾 village emerges like a scene borrowed from a painter's dream. Here, time meanders as leisurely as the Mirna River that carves its way through the heart of this enchanting hamlet. 𝐂𝐍𝐉𝐻𝐾 village, adorned with its cascading waterfalls and a time-honored watermill, beautifully showcases the harmony between nature's splendor and human craftsmanship. The Mirna River flows through the village, creating waterfalls and carving out potholes, cauldron-shaped formations in the rock that inspired the village's name. The river in a small ravine boasts several rapids, cascades and a charming waterfall. These waterfalls are the village's pride, drawing nature lovers and photographers from across the globe to capture their ceaseless beauty. Not to be outshone, the watermill in 𝐂𝐿𝐒 holds its ground as a marvel of rustic architecture and engineering. This antique structure, powered by the relentless flow of the river, whispers tales of yesteryears when it was the heartbeat of the village. The millstones may have stilled, and the grind has quieted. Still, the watermill stands as a proud sentinel of history, inviting visitors to step back into a time when life flowed as smoothly as the river that powered it. 𝐂𝐿𝐒 village is a mosaic of stone houses, cradled by emerald hills and threaded with cobbled lanes inviting exploration. Each corner turned reveals a new vista, a fresh delight for the senses, whether it's a local delicacy waiting to be savored or a vista that takes your breath away. In 𝐂𝐿𝐒, the harmony between man and nature is palpable. The waterfalls and the watermill are not just attractions. They are symbols of an enduring legacy that continues to charm and captivate. A visit to 𝐂𝐿𝐒 village is a journey into tranquility, an escape into a world where nature's beauty is preserved in its most pristine form, inviting all who wander here to pause, reflect, and be at peace with the world. In central Istra lies another hidden gem that beckons the adventurous and the tranquil alike, the 𝐵𝐴𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵 This enchanting river, a lifeline to the lush landscapes it meanders through, plays host to a spectacle that captures the imagination and soothes the soul, the 𝐵𝐴𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵 River waterfalls. Among these natural marvels, two stand out for their breathtaking beauty and the stories they tell: the 𝐵𝐴𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵 and 𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐒. The 𝐵𝐴𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵, meaning the roof of Pazin, is a masterpiece sculpted by Mother Nature over millennia. The misty spray that dances in the sunlight and the thunderous sound of water crashing down into the cavern below create a mesmerizing spectacle. It's a place where you can truly feel the power and majesty of nature. This spot is not just about the visual delight. It's an experience that envelops you, taking you on a journey through time and leaving you in awe of nature's artistry. Not far from this marvel is another jewel in Istria's crown, the 𝐓𝐇𝐄. This waterfall creates a natural amphitheater that seems designed for the pure joy of those who visit. Unlike its more ferocious cousin, the 𝐓𝐇𝐄 has a serene quality, with waters cascading gently into a crystal-clear pool below. It's a perfect spot for a refreshing swim on a hot summer's day or simply to sit and meditate on the soothing sounds of nature. The 𝐵𝐴𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵 River comes to an unexpected halt beneath the ancient town of Pazin, perched above a colossal chasm. The Pazin Abyss and the 𝐵𝐴𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵 River carve a spectacular landscape at the heart of the peninsula. The abyss, a geological wonder, plunges into the dark depths of the earth, while the river continues to flow underwater before disappearing in the porous karst. Guided by speleological experts, visitors can journey down into the depths of the chasm. Once inside, the cave unfolds like a subterranean cathedral, with stalactites and stalagmites forming otherworldly sculptures that defy imagination. Each step takes you deeper into the bowels of the earth. The play of light and shadow, combined with the eerie silence, except for the murmur of hidden waters, creates a serene and thrilling atmosphere. visitors can soar over the abyss and gaze down from above through several zip lines. The Pazin zip line offers an exhilarating adventure combining breathtaking views and heart-pounding excitement. The highest part of the Istrian peninsula, marked by the �𝐏�𝐄 and 𝐶𝐿 Mountains, is known as White Istria. The area's distinctive white hue is derived from its limestone formations. A prime illustration of White Istria can be found in the Vela Draga Gorge, located within the 𝐿𝐏𝐾 mountain range. Vela Draga is nothing short of a geological wonder. This mesmerizing rock formation has become an iconic symbol of natural beauty. Towering pillars of rock, sculpted by millennia of wind and water, rise majestically against the backdrop of Croatia's breathtaking landscape. It's like stepping into a different world. The 𝐿𝐏𝐾 mountain, draped in lush greenery and dotted with these incredible rock formations, offers a perfect blend of rugged terrain and serene beauty. 𝐿𝐏𝐾 mountain, rising above the peninsula, offers a different perspective on Istria's natural beauty. 𝐿𝐏𝐾 marks the boundary of Istra, with its western inclines gently descending into the Kavarna region in Croatia. The Istra Peninsula, a vibrant mosaic of landscapes, history, traditions, and scenic splendor, showcases the timeless charm of Croatia's undiscovered treasure. This cinematic journey through Istra reveals a land of contrasts and harmonies, where the past and present coalesce, where nature and human endeavor intertwine to create a mosaic of experiences that captivate and enchant. To explore Istra is to embark on a journey of discovery, to uncover the layers of meaning and beauty that lie within its lands, its towns, and its people. It is an invitation to connect with the essence of a place that, though small in size, is vast in its offerings and significance. The enchanting beauty of Istra, unveiled through its landscapes, its flavors, and its stories, beckons travelers from near and far, promising a journey that is as profound as it is picturesque. In the heart of the Mediterranean, the Istra Peninsula awaits, ready to be discovered and cherished.